It's opening day for the greatest baseball team on the planet, the New York Yankees. Everybody else, every other loser, has to wait till tomorrow. I'm Chris, that's Pat, on a day where we celebrate the Yankees. And some of you guys hate watching the Yankees, but that's fine. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. We got a full season preview. We got picks, regression candidates, progression candidates, and who to target in fantasy. All that and then some. Pat, I am so happy we are finally here, dude.
Dude, we're finally here. I feel like, for you, I know I was hating earlier today. We were talking about it, but like I genuinely am excited for tonight. Like it's
dude, honestly, like
me,
I don't care who was playing today. I would be excited to watch the game. Now, obviously, don't love that it's on Netflix, but I would be excited to watch the game no matter what today.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the game, and honestly, I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve because like my team plays tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'm jealous that you guys get to play tonight. I wish it could be us, but at the same time, I'm just excited that baseball's back and we get to watch a game for the first time in fucking 5 months, and it actually means
like a real game, a game where like results matter, dude,
yeah.
and like the stats actually count. So I'm just naturally like super excited. And like tomorrow, here we go. Maybe this is like. I don't want to poop on my team today. I will say this, Pat. Like, I genuinely hate that they have turned opening day and they've kind of split it. I would much prefer, even if the Yankees play a night game tomorrow, I would much prefer to have, because like the coolest thing about opening day was like waking up and knowing just make it to 1 o'clock and then you got baseball.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And also it's like, again, it was a sense of like community for all of baseball fans, right? To celebrate on the same day. Like it's just a little different, especially for me with you being a Yankee fan. A lot of my friends back home were Yankee fans, families that are Yankee fans. Like everyone's excited for today. And I'm like, damn, like it's fun. Like I'm happy for y'all, but like tomorrow's supposed to be the day that everyone just comes together regardless of your team. And just like, holy fuck, we're back.
That's how I felt about families who let their kids open up their presents on Christmas Eve.
That's exactly what it is. It's Christmas Eve for everyone else. Why do you gotta do extra?
Yeah, bro, you ain't gotta do all that. And also like Christmas Eve being my birthday, I hated when people were texting me, look what I got for Christmas.
Oh
like,
shit.
I'd
yeah.
Like, bitch, fuck you. Like just super disrespectfully. So no, dude, I'm really excited, and there's a lot that we want to that I particularly want to hit. So the Yankees start off tonight. And it's Yankees Giants, Logan Webb on the bump. That that's an ace, and then our ace Max Fried on the bump, Mad Max, who I think got some Cy Young votes a year ago, right? He finished top 10 Cy Young in the AL, didn't he?
He must have. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at
such a hot start, and honestly was at one point was the leader in the clubhouse.
Oh yeah, and I mean we were talking.
Wow, yes, Cy Young 4.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not surprised. Remember, he got out such a crazy start. What was he, like 10-1 at the All-Star break?
Dude, 10-1 at the All-Star break in the first 2 months of the year. Did not have a start where he allowed over 2 runs.
Yeah, and honestly, again, injuries happen, so it's not really his fault. But like, he was one like blister away from potentially winning the Cy Young. I mean, I don't know if he was going to beat Skubal, but
punch out numbers, dude. He wasn't going to have punch out numbers like Crochet and Skubal, who were at the top. But dude, honestly, it would have been 1, 2, 3, all left-handed,
all lefties. God, when's the last time we had that? That's a great trivia question.
Yeah, that's a great trivia question because Hunter Brown ended up finishing 3rd.
Yeah.
Who's a righty? I didn't just want to put that out there. So, yeah, no.
Let me see. All right, the last time top 3 in Cy Young votes were all lefties. That's all right. See, sometimes AI, it's
spotty, dude.
Stupid.
It's hard.
Yeah,
that's like a niche topic.
I know. Well, so all right. So here's a fun fact though. 2024 was the 3rd time in MLB history that lefties won both Cy Young awards in the same season with Sale and Skubal. In 2002, Johnson and Zito, and then in 1977, Carlton and Lyle. So those 3 times that both awards were won by lefties. But I don't know if I can find the last time all 3 or top 3 vote getters were lefties. So,
I mean, honestly, it could happen this year, right? I guess I've never asked you, like, what is your worldview on Hunter Brown?
I like him. He is, to me, I don't know. I view him and a lot of the young flamethrowers the same. Like he is so he was part of that group that came up that was just heavy fastball. I feel like he hasn't fully developed the rest of his repertoire to the point where I can call him convincingly a top 5 pitcher in the league. I'd like to see more from him because 2 years ago he got roughed up in some starts late in the year. Now last year put together a little more of a complete season. So I think if he could do that again, I would feel comfortable calling him, an ace, of a staff. Right now, I think he's a really good pitcher. I'm not ready to call him ace status just yet.
Yeah, I think he's a really fantastic two that I think can flamethrow his way by not having great secondary stuff and not quite being a pitcher. And I'm jumping way ahead, but I'm gonna sprinkle these throughout the show. When I look at Hunter Brown, you know who gives me hope for?
Schlittler?
No, Jack Leiter.
Oh, Jack Leiter. Okay.
When I watch Hunter Brown,
oh yeah,
same size. They're both drive line babies. Came in and what is it? The fastball absolutely explodes. Jack Leiter got roughed up at the beginning of last year, but finished with a 3.8 ERA after getting roughed up the way he did. I look at Jack Leiter, and he's a prospect that I really like heading into this year, and they're going to need him to be decent. I mean, they do have Mackenzie Gore. I think honestly, I like Jack Leiter more than Mackenzie Gore going into the year.
Ooh, I like Mackenzie Gore. I think he's just because he's got a little more of a proven track record.
He's just such a first half merchant to me, dude. Like finished last year with a 4.1 ERA after he's like strikeout or hit hard.
Yeah,
and that worries me.
So it's funny. So Jack Leiter's going to go one of two ways because the person that I tie Hunter Brown with, because they came up around the same time, both similar profiles, like flamethrowers, was Bobby Miller of the Dodgers.
Oh,
and
shit.
Bobby Miller has gone the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
In 23, Bobby Miller was 11-4, 3.76 ERA, 119 Ks and 124 innings. In 13 starts in 2024, he had an 8.52 ERA, and then last year only pitched 2 starts, 12.6 ERA. He's just completely fallen off. Hunter Brown has kind of followed the opposite trajectory. 5.09 when he came up, but was throwing heat, getting a lot of strikeouts, and then we've seen the ERA and the WHIP, gradually increase year after year. Before last year, obviously third in Cy Young votes, and we'll see if he can build off that again.
I think he's a prime candidate for regression. I think his median is a 3.1 to 3.3 guy. I expect Gavin Williams to be better than him this year, to be better than Hunter Brown.
Ooh, that's tough for me. As much as I love Gavin
yeah, I guess I'm not very high. I don't think pitchers like Hunter Brown can stack years like that.
I agree, and I think where I'll give Gavin credit is that his secondary stuff I think is better than Hunter Brown's right now. The only reason why it's hard for me to put Gavin ahead of Hunter Brown is that Gavin doesn't really have the make you miss stuff that Hunter Brown does and the swing and miss stuff.
Yeah,
especially with the fastball. And maybe this is the year that we finally see Gavin reach that next step with that fastball. Where it's getting swing and miss. He's commanding it real well in the zone because it played well at times last year, but it was still getting hit. He wasn't getting enough swings and misses that I would like for a guy that throws 98.
No, and that's something that we talked about kind of at great length. But I do want to talk Yankees. It's Yankees Giants today. Obviously, like Logan Webb versus Max Fried, two guys who are going to get Cy Young votes this year. The Yankees are deciding to run back to what was the best offense in baseball a year ago. They didn't add anything new. They just are going to honestly they're going to have a better offense to start the year than they did last year. Last year they had Pablo Reyes taking up at bat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last year Stanton was hurt to start the year.
Yeah, Stanton was hurt.
Who else was hurt for you guys? Well, obviously you didn't have
no McMahon.
Although, is he starting at third for you guys, or is it Rosario?
I don't know if they even dropped the lineup today. I'm sure they did. Let me check all my guys on Fireside Yanks. I mean, Logan Webb's right-handed, so
yeah. So I'd imagine it'd be McMahon instead of Rosario.
Likely McMahon. And here we go. Just another quick side note: Max Fried wants defense out there.
Yeah, and McMahon gives you way more defense than Rosario does.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, think about it. This year, at least, maybe because now I'm thinking about last year's Yankee lineup. It wasn't very intimidating at the start of the season, but let's be real. That was before we saw a full year of Jazz do what he did last year, a full year of Trent Grisham hitting 30 bombs, a full year of Ben Bryce, emerging into one of the top young hitters in the sport. So I feel like this year, despite the lineup being almost the same as what it was a year ago, it just feels more dangerous.
No, I like the. I'm not upset. Even if it's the exact same offensive output a year ago, it was the best offense in the sport last year.
You would absolutely take that.
100%. Here's what they're trotting out there today. They are trotting out there Grisham leading off, Judge second, Belly third.
Okay.
Ben Rice is hitting fourth ahead of Giancarlo Stanton, and then Chisholm, Caballero, McMahon, Wells. I'll take it every day of the week.
Yeah, it's a solid. It's a solid lineup, man. I think if they can get the long ball going, I think they'll do some damage tonight. Logan Webb is a great pitcher. It should be a fun matchup, dude. I'm excited. I love the first week of the season, right? Because the way the way the rotations are lined up, you're gonna get so many ace versus ace matchups.
Yeah.
And so it just creates for fun baseball. You guys getting Fried and Webb to start tonight will be fun.
We're
gonna have,
man, it's gonna be cinema with Jameis Winston on the call.
Jameis Winston on the call is so funny to me.
All right, dude, we gotta put together like a little parlay, bro.
Yeah, dude, I've got fucking plenty of boosts that I gotta use for tonight. Give me a Yankee prop you like, because I know you're gonna have what is there a home run or a bases prop that you like for tonight?
Dude, I this year I think because I'm gonna be betting every single day like a degenerate. I think I'm gonna try to stick and try to figure out the two bases things.
Yeah. So two bases is fun. Honestly, though, and now that the odds aren't as great, when I was just betting try props last year,
like hits, runs, RBI.
Yes, dude. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. They're going to be a little more juiced than the two bases. But my thing is, first of all, you can knock out one. Well, I guess it's the same thing with two bases. If you
a home run gets you three, right? Like a home run gets you three.
Yes, because it's a hit, run, and an RBI. Yeah. So you could do three HRRs or whatever they call it. But I don't know. To me, I did a lot of two. And again, for me, it helps with like a walk or a sac fly. Like you get rewarded for productive at bats, whereas bases is solely reliant on hits.
You can't even get it for steals.
You can't even get it for steals. Exactly. Whereas like you draw a walk as the leadoff guy, you've got him 2+ hit, run, and RBI. If he steals a bag and then scores on a single, you're all right there. You're halfway done. Then you just need one more base hit and you're good,
dude. So if you go Jazz for 2+ bases,
okay.
Jazz, Jung-Ho Lee. No, Jung-Ho Lee's lefty. We don't like that.
No, damn Jazz. Plus 170 for 2+ or bases or hit, run, RBI?
I'm at hit, run, RBIs.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so Jazz, I like that a lot, dude. That's plus odds. For me, and you know me, dude, I'm big into pitching props. The one I like tonight, now it got bumped up, dude. When this line opened, it was at 5.5, and it was a great play according to the model that I use. But I think Logan Webb over 5.5 now. It's at 6.5 now. So if you like 6.5 at plus 110, it's on a bad bet. The safer bet is you alt line it. Yeah, 6+ is minus 190. It's not terrible.
6+ minus 190. All right. So I have Austin Wells 2+ hits, runs, RBIs.
So you're going bottom of the lineup, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so Jazz, Wells, and then we'll throw Logan Webb in there for a little
plus 670.
Yeah,
$10 wins you $60.
I kind of like that. I got a little boost that I got to use too.
Yeah, we'll punch that.
$10 SGP wins 67. All right, fuck yeah, let's fire it up, baby.
We'll punch that, and then because it is game one, we got to do an Aaron Judge home run.
Dude, honestly, it's kind of wild. It's so cracked out, like odds-wise from the last couple of years with him. But like plus 240 actually seems like decent value because normally he's like plus 170 for his home run.
Plus 170 a ton.
Now I get it. It's against Logan Webb. It's opening day on the road.
But it just feels like an Aaron Judge thing to do, dude. I feel like last year, especially the tear he got off to.
Well, yeah. Also, think about like the storyline, right? He was almost signed with San Fran a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So like emotions going to be running high tonight, I think.
All right, dude. I'm going McMahon 2+ homers.
Jesus. All right. Now that's a donation.
I'm kidding. I'm going McMahon 1 home run.
I'm going
Judgy home run.
If I'm going to do just a home run parlay, I think I'm doing Ben Rice, and I think I'm doing Matt Chapman. I think those are the two guys. I'm going to pick one from each team for a home run. I think I'm going to do Rice and Chapman. Chapman's probably got the most familiarity amongst these. Actually, so I just don't want to do Devers because of the left on left. So it's between Chapman and Adames. Oh, maybe a little revenge game Harrison Bader action. I had no idea he was on San Fran.
Harrison Bader's a candidate, dude. I mean, Adames, remember the Yankees wanted him bad.
Yeah.
They were like, please do not sign until Soto. And he was like, nope, I'm a Giant. First week, it was like a crazy Boris play.
That's right.
Which so,
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Adames. I feel like people are very back and forth on him.
Dude, because he was so bad last year offensively.
No, it was 2 years ago, I think, when he had the really bad year.
No, last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
I mean, he had 30 bombs last year.
30 bombs with a 739 OPS, dude. He was not
great.
It last year. Because 2024 was his good year.
Yeah, no, it was 23 was the year that I was thinking of when he hit 217, 717 OPS. That's the year. 2 years ago was his better year. You're right.
Yeah, because last year, bro, he because 2024 was heading into the contract year.
Yes.
And that's why I'm high on Jazz, bro. It's Jazz's contract year.
Yeah, dude, those guys ball out.
All right, more likely to repeat 30-30. Pete Crow Armstrong or Jazz Chisholm?
Oh, Jazz Chisholm, no doubt.
Really?
As much as I love, well, here we go. It's twofold, right? You just brought up the contract. PCA just got the big extension.
Yeah, he did.
So you wonder how guys perform after doing that. We saw Bybee kind of regress last year. I know, a different position.
But on the flip side, Cal Raleigh got the extension before the year and then went on to play loose and free and detonated.
You're absolutely right. I think, to me, because PCA started to regress towards the end of last year, I mean, he got off to such a torrid start. That dude was hitting everything and barreling everything.
Yeah.
The swings and misses caught up to him towards the second half of last year. And I feel like he's just, to me, a player that's due for regression. Now, again, he played so well last year. I mean, 31 home runs was crazy. But, I mean, where's the splits? I want to find the first half, second half splits for him because that was what was eye-opening to me.
Chasing everything, dude.
Yeah, dude. So you go for him, first half of the year, he had an 847 OPS, 25 homers, 71 RBI. Second half of the year, a 634 OPS, only went yards 6 times. Batting average dropped 50 points. The on-base percentage dropped 40 points. Slugging dropped 170 points, dude. It was a bad deal for him last year. So I think I'm going to go Jazz Chisholm. And he also, you got to figure the stadium he plays in is going to be a factor.
And how like he did it last year, missed some time.
That's true too. And like he's just
go you go.
No, I was going to say he just also I think has more raw power than PCA,
which is so wild. It's wild when you look at because their stature like look, and we clown Boone for it, but it kind of checks. Like the long levered swing, he doesn't have Ken Griffey power, obviously.
No.
And that comment was insane, but he's got way more power than the frame would suggest.
Exactly, dude. And it's the nature of his swing. His swing path will lead to more home runs than I think PCA's. And again, I'm still going to point to the short porch. He plays in Yankee Stadium, dude. As a lefty, I'm always going to give you the benefit of the doubt over Wrigley, which sometimes can be a tough park to hit the ball out of, especially with the wind.
Belly struggled hitting home runs out there depending on the wind season. All right, another one for you for the chat. More likely to join the 30-30 club this year, Ellie or Josh Naylor?
Dude, all right. It's got to be Ellie.
Are you sure? Are we sure about that?
I am not. How many steals did Naylor have last year?
30.
I am hammering. If there's an over-under at 29.5, I'm putting all of my money on the under. There is no way this man...
wreaking havoc on the base paths this spring. He said, this is just a part of my game now. 20 home runs, 30 steals. Ellie De La Cruz only 20 home runs last year and 37 steals.
I'm absolutely taking Ellie, dude.
Here's why it's crazy. I have seen Josh Naylor do both. I have not seen Ellie do both.
Wild to think about. You're
I
right.
have Josh Naylor has a season where he has 30 home runs, and he also has a season that he has 30 steals. Rod Favre in the chat, Ellie won't hit 30.
I'm gonna bank on Ellie finally breaking out this year from an offensive standpoint.
Okay.
I feel like Naylor's reached his peak offensively.
Okay,
And not to say that he can't replicate what he did a couple years ago with 30 homers. I just don't think he's a 30 homer guy. He is
The
a
swing pass
contact
isn't
guy.
really that.
No, it doesn't. And to me, he's content with being a guy that's going to hit for a high average and kind of subtract some of his power in order to put the ball in play. I mean, last year he hit 295.
Well, yeah, they talked about his approach once he got to Seattle in particular was like, I no longer have to be the barrel monster here.
Yeah, because he had to in Cleveland.
Yeah, like we have one of those in Cal Raleigh. Like Cal Raleigh is all or nothing.
Yeah,
like
think about their roster construction. Well, yes, Suarez last year, but even still, Arozarena, a guy that provides
Arozarena, Suarez, Julio, Cal Raleigh. That's a lot of pop.
Mm-hmm. Shit, even fucking Jorge Polanco.
Yeah.
Like wild enough. Like they had so many weapons in their lineup last year that it fit Seattle's I guess offensive mindset the best for him to be a put the ball in play. Let me get on base so that these guys can drive me in.
More likely to go 2020 this year, Chase DeLauter or McGonigal.
I mean,
I think Chase DeLauter is the most advanced rookie in the sport in terms of hit tool. I think he's the most advanced. I think McGonigal's right behind him.
I think so too. I guess I'll say McGonigal.
Health.
Well, that was just going to say
McGonigal's athletic. I don't think he's as athletic as Chase pre that third foot injury. I haven't really seen Chase sprint it out since then. I don't know if they're going to be one that cuts Chase loose to steal a lot of bags.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to, and so that's why I'm going to say McGonigal's probably a more likely candidate, just because. Well, I just want to see DeLauter healthy for a full season. We haven't seen that, and you're right. I don't think the Guardians are going to risk it, so to speak, by running him as much as they probably should. Which again, you don't need to this year. Make sure he stays healthy and he gets a full season of work under his belt, and then once you know that he's healthy, let it loose a little bit next year.
I do want to stay on CDL just for a quick sec.
Yeah.
CDL likely hits second for the Guardians, correct?
Yes. I think we're going to see.
And maybe this is a hot take, and it's funny because Chris Rose caught himself earlier today because I've been thinking about this. I think that Chase DeLauter ends the year as the Guardians' second best hitter.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. In terms of OPS, weighted runs created plus, like he provides the contact skills plus the power that a lot of this young Guardians team lacks. One of, if not both, really. But you think of Jose. I think Manzardo could make a case to be the Guardians' second best hitter this year because he's got a little more experience at the major league level.
But I do like DeLauter's contact tool more than I like Manzo's.
1,000%. Obviously, Quan will never be as good of a contact guy, and he might have a high average. He's not going to be the second best hitter just because he doesn't hit for enough power and enough extra bases.
Look, and I'll say it could be like, not quite, but it could be like Rooker and Nick Kurtz in terms of like, and Jacob Wilson is their third best hitter, but their best contact hitter.
Yeah.
It's not Manzo is Nick Kurtz, but like that kind of presence in the lineup.
Yeah. 1,000%. Well, wait, then who's DeLauter?
Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, it's funny though. I thought you meant Rooker was Josie, and then DeLauter would be this year's Nick Kurtz. Now I'm not expecting him to hit as many homers.
Rooker as DeLauter. I wasn't thinking about Hosey.
Okay, well, because he's the number one.
Yeah, Hosey's the guy. Yeah, Hosey is the Rooker, I guess. To say the least. I mean, honestly, if you're going to compare it to the A's, I think like Manzardo would be Soderstrom.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's kind of how you would lay it out.
Absolutely. That's a good comparison.
But
dude, I think Oh, you know what? Speaking of the A's, I just want to throw this out because I think you put it in our chat this morning, in our baseball chat. BetMGM posted a funny little tiers list breaking down all
Yeah,
the American League
dude.
teams. The top tier was all the AL East teams, which
Mhm.
again, that division is going to be loaded, no surprise. Then it was other really good teams, and it was Seattle, Detroit. Third tier was somehow going to win 90 games, and it was the Cleveland Guardians, which I thought was funny. Fourth tier was I think what's just above 500 maybe, or I forget
Yeah, I
what
think it was
the
500, and I disagree with some teams down there. So
I disagree.
they have Guardians somehow win 90 games, and
Yep.
they had 500 teams: Astros, Rangers, Royals, which I think the Royals have motion, and then they have irrelevant Twins, White Sox, A's, Angels.
The A and that's why I want to bring it up with our A's conversation, dude. The A's being in the irrelevant category, whoever posted that graphic didn't watch the second half of last season. And
Or they're trying to drum up conversation. I don't know, dude.
and maybe it is for us to talk about like we're doing right now, but like you take a look at that lineup, dude. That's arguably a top 5 lineup in the American League.
The issue, yeah, I think they are a top 5 lineup in the AL. I 100% agree. In fact,
Right?
I wouldn't be surprised if they finish baseball with a top 3 lineup, but the top 3 like WRC plus overall. Like
Top
they're
3 in
loaded.
baseball is crazy because it's reliant on so many guys not experiencing like sophomore
Regression,
slumps.
right?
Yeah, and
It's
regression.
really
So
Nick Kurtz. It's really like what are you going to get from Nick Kurtz?
yeah, but dude, like this team, like this lineup. You've got 7 of their 9 hitters have a Fangraphs projection of over 100 WRC plus. Only 2 guys that aren't are Max Muncy and Denzel Clark, which Denzel Clark is in there for defense.
And I think Max Muncy's been tearing the ball off the cover this spring too. They brought him up a little bit too early last year and ended up sending him down.
Mhm.
But he has had a ridiculous spring, and they like his profile a lot.
Yeah, but dude, you're looking at that top 6 in the order. Nick Kurtz, Shea Langoliers, Soderstrom. Now, Soderstrom to me is a prime candidate for regression
Yeah.
because he got off to. I mean, we talked about it last year for fantasy. We both picked him up early on because he was hitting the cover off the ball, and then it really died down second half of the year.
Well, they moved him positionally, and then it died.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. I don't know if like playing first keeps him more involved in the game. Remember, as soon as I found out they were bringing up Nick Kurtz, what did I do? I cut Soderstrom.
Yeah,
And I picked up Nick Kurtz and won the league.
Well, that's also because first basemen are more valuable than outfielders because they get so many
Bingo, that too. Yeah. But the fact that like Soderstrom was balling and they felt like, oh my god, like we have to pull up Nick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That takes crazy guts, dude.
1,000%, dude, and it paid off, right? They got all those guys valuable at bats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what their lineup looks like this year because they're a fun team.
But here we go. The reason they are going to be bad is because of what?
The starting pitching, dude.
I can't name 3 pitchers, 3 starters they have.
I mean, I literally could only name one until I looked it up. Obviously, Sebi is their ace.
Yeah,
ace in quotation marks, but like Jeffrey Springs. Getting up there in age, dude, hasn't really put it together. Luis Morales is a prospect for them that was highly touted at one point, but hasn't really done much in the big leagues.
Their entire starting rotation has a projected ERA over 4, all of them.
Dog, and some of them, like I mean, we've seen what Aaron Savali's done the last couple of years. That ERA might be 5. And are they still playing at that ballpark in Sacramento?
They're still playing at the launch pad, yeah.
Dog, they're gonna those ERAs. Four ERAs are generous for that group.
Double them and pass them to the next.
Yeah, dude. Me and you talked about it like again early on last year. I was looking because again, I'm looking at the odds for these games every day, and every day I'm starting to notice that like any game that takes place in Sacramento, the over under is set at like 11.5. And then I'm watching these games late night and I'm like, these guys are just fucking nuking balls out of this park.
Dude, the Jason Dominguez 3 home run game came at the launching pad. Yeah, I think he had 2 grand slams and 1 other home run. Dude, it was just like
fucking ridiculous.
Like literally, bro, get the ball in the air and it may never land. There's also the Nick Kurtz. I think he had the longest home run of the year last year. Remember, it was 497 to dead center.
Yeah, yes, dude. And I remember watching that game live. Like sweating out some parlay late night, and I think I was just banking on the over in that game. And Kurt's nukes one. I'm going crazy at like 1 a.m.
Dude, literally, bro, what was it? Denzel Clark just threw his hands up, and he was like, because he hit the piss out of that ball.
Yeah,
We
dude.
do have more than we meant to hit. Oh,
Yeah.
do we want to go through the Guardians roster?
Yeah, let's do that real quick because I think it was funny because a month ago, dude, when we were talking about this roster, the biggest concern was what were the Guardians going to do with Chase DeLauder and Parker Messick?
Yeah,
And
like,
I think,
are they going to do the right thing was the big question.
Are they going to do the right thing? Are they going to do typical Guardians fashion? We don't think they're ready yet. Let's give them a couple months in AAA as basically service time manipulation. And for the first time in what seems like maybe forever, but a long time, the Guardians did the right thing with both guys. And one of them, DeLauder, just played himself into the starting lineup, right? There was no way you were going to send him back down to AAA after what he did this spring. I mean, 400 average, just crushing the ball.
I think, what, a 1,300 OPS?
Yeah, dude, something ridiculous. And just ending the year on the heater that he's been on definitely cemented his spot. In the other case with Parker Messick, it wasn't as much as he did, more so what Logan Allen didn't do.
Took one for the team, bro.
Yeah, dude. They hung him out there to dry over the weekend. First pitcher in MLB history with a triple-double is what the streets are calling it.
The yes hitter with the triple-double is crazy.
Yeah. Fucking wild. So as a fan, as much as you hate to see a guy fail in order for one guy to get called up, Logan Allen was never going to cut it in this in this rotation. And we've seen what Logan Allen can offer on his best days. And it's 5 innings, him struggling to find the zone, working around traffic around the bases. And you're lucky if he only gives up 2 runs. So,
yeah, dude, you know why I bet on CDL to win Rookie of the Year?
Why is that?
In Ratatouille, when the critic tastes Ratatouille for the first time and gets teleported back to his childhood.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with me when I was watching DeLauder hit this spring.
Uh-huh.
But you know what it teleported me back to? Spring 2025, watching Ben Rice hit the piss out of the ball.
Yeah.
The sound of the bat, it was like, I know what that is. That's
loud,
Ben
dude.
Rice. It's loud. And it sounds like almost like a composite bat with how loud it is. And there's a slight echo, and you just know.
Yeah, dude. And the biggest thing for me with DeLauder is that he's not doing this against guys that won't be pitching in the majors. He's doing it against starters, and he's doing it on pitchers' pitches.
Merrill Kelly dotted 98 inside corner, and the hands came around, and literally that was my Ratatouille moment. And look. Yeah. And people, and I don't want to sound ridiculous, but people know I have a phenomenal. I do phenomenal work hating the Guardians. I very rarely bet on anything Guardians. I had that Ratatouille moment, and I'm like, I am watching Ben Rice. And if Ben Rice was rookie eligible a year ago, I would have bet on him on Rookie of the Year, and he wouldn't have won it, but he would have been close. He would have finished second to Nick Kurtz.
Yeah,
Nick Kurtz hit 40 bombs. Like
you can't not give it to him.
Yeah, that's that. But there is a very distinct sound when certain guys hit a baseball. And the guys that and I don't want to open up any wounds. Caminero, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Nick Kurtz, that's what it sounds like. Ben Rice, that's what it sounds like. And those are 3 of the best hitters in the sport.
Well, dog, it's funny you mentioned those guys because, and I'll jump ahead a little bit to our kind of award projection part of the show, but American League MVP, the three guys that I had circled as like kind of dark horse, because again, in terms of betting purposes, Judge and Shohei literally present no value just because
no value, and it's not fun, dude. What do I look like betting on like Aaron Judge to win a 3rd straight MVP? Now, if I would have bet 3 years ago that Aaron Judge wins 3 straight MVPs, all right, bet, let's do it.
Now, the 3 guys that I had that I think have like good odds, and that I'm going to sprinkle on as my top 3, Nick Kurtz at plus 1,500. I mean, the dude hit 40 home runs, is playing in that launch pad. You, as long as he doesn't go through a sophomore slump, you figure he'll be in the mix. I have Junior Caminero at plus 2,700, another guy who hit 40 home runs a year ago. It plays in another hitter-friendly ballpark. Now, the only thing with both of those teams is that their team's
Playoffs.
success might hinder those guys getting votes.
You just would want playoffs. Obviously, like Mike Trout did it without making the playoffs, but he also went on like absolutely historic runs, right?
Yeah, like you got to be exactly. You have to have a historic season in order for that to put you in conversation. And then the third one I had was José Ramírez, and that's because I'm a sucker and he's been top 5 every year, and I just want him to get one. I want him to get the kind of recognition he deserves. And I think honestly, that team in Cleveland has a better shot than the A's or the Rays in making the playoffs. So,
no, I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, other guys that MVP guys that I'm looking at, and this might be WBC jaded, and I don't think he'll win it, but I'm obsessed with him. I'm looking at Bryce Terang and just wondering. Bryce Terang, I'm thinking about you.
Okay,
you won a platinum glove. You feel American to me.
Dog, his odds are crazy.
I think your bat is coming along. I think you're going to be the best player on a 90-win team. I'm looking at you, Bryce Terang, and I think I would shove my sister down a flight of steps to get you in pinstripes. I'm just looking at you, and I'm just wondering. Right?
Hold up, dude. Can you even bet Bryce Terang? Oh, he plus 10,000. There we go. Holy shit. We're talking real long shot here.
I'm just looking at Bryce Terang.
Oh, baby.
And I just wonder what's your evening routine? How are you holding up? He's going to be the best player on a 90-win team. And he now, because of the WBC, has a little bit of fame. I'm just wondering how you holding up, Bryce Terang. That's all. And Andrew, not just a flight of steps, a flight of marble steps.
Jesus
or concrete even.
Terang is a great player. He just will. He's not going to have the offensive output to win.
His
MVP.
OPS jumped over 100 points a year ago. He's been feeling himself. He could look. Would you be surprised if Bryce Terang won a platinum glove and won the batting title this year?
No.
Wouldn't that get you at least?
It'll get you votes.
It'll get you around it.
It'll get you around. I just think it's so hard, and I would love nothing
more. Shohei's pitching and looks like the second coming of Shohei again too.
But regardless of Shohei, just naturally the way the game has progressed, power translates to MVP, and I think you're not going to see, because I don't know if Bryce Terang is going to hit more than 20, 25 bombs.
Yeah, so it would have to be like it'd have to be
he's
25 gonna have bombs, but hit 330 and win.
I was going to say 350, but
no. Yeah. Hold up. What are his eggs? Let's look at the exit velos. Let's just look. We're just going to look because maybe we can turn into home run power. Just look.
Yeah, and
average exit velo 91.1. He's not going to get to 30. He's got to get to 30 home runs to do it.
Yeah. And that was was that his first full year starting, or did he start in 2024 as well?
That's his second full year starting.
Second full year starting. So hold on.
And the OPS jumped 100 points.
I mean, I'm gonna look real quick here. Now this is
I'm just wondering how you're doing, Bryce Terang. That's it. I just want Bryce Terang to know that I think about him.
Yeah. No, I listen.
I think about Bryce.
I'm just saying, here we go. Chris, average exit velo for José Ramírez in 2016 was 88 miles an hour.
The thing is, José's
started to jump up after that was his second year as a starter.
But José's mastered the uppercut swing while still getting backspin.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's
and also like
to replicate.
I was going to say his average exit velo actually never really jumped above that anyway. So José's a bad example. Up until 2021 was when it finally jumped over 90 for the first time. But Anyway, regardless, Bryce Harang, you're there. Is there anyone else in the NL that you're thinking of as like a sleeper pick? Aside from, because we could sit here and say Shohei's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, Shohei's going to win it. Like if I obviously I'm looking at Acuna a little bit, but like that's not even a sleeper because like Acuna at the peak of his powers, I hate to break it to everybody, like is the closest thing we will get to Ken Griffey Jr. Like he's.
But here's the thing: he's plus 1,100. Like
yeah,
that's some crazy value. Exactly, it's health.
It's literally just because the knee.
But dog, I think like Soto being ahead of Acuna to me, I think Soto. And now here we go. The Mets,
dude. I think it's because he swiped 40 bags a year ago.
Who, Soto?
Yeah.
But here's my hot take. We're talking about regression. I fear, and I don't want this to happen because you know me. I like the Mets. I like rooting for them. I like a lot of their players. I think the combination of losing Pete Alonso in the middle of that order, and Lindor coming off that hamate surgery,
there's not going to be any power there.
Because of that, I think both Soto and Lindor both having top 5 MVP odds. Dog, I don't know if either of them are going to come close to it this year. They're both to me prime, candidates for regression.
Right. That's definitely.
And it scares me. I hope I'm wrong, but it scares me.
When I'm looking at odds, honestly, like, I'm looking at the AL. I was like, what the heck? Like, what? NL wise, Juan Soto 2, Tatis 3. There's some juice, I think, further down.
Dude, there definitely is. I mean, you talk about if Ellie can put it together plus 3,000, I mean, he's got the tools. It's just a matter of can he figure it out offensively from a consistency standpoint.
Yeah.
But like, dog,
Corbin, we're looking Carroll, I wouldn't touch off the hamate.
Kettle Marte, though.
Kettle Marte, I would touch, and Fernando, I would hit too.
Fernando's and like you said, Acuna. Aside from that, dude, like Jackson Merrill is a guy that if he could stay healthy, was so good as a rookie.
I love Jackson, yeah, because he could legit hit 300 with 30 bombs.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at those guys. Aside from that, dude, maybe Devers being where he is kind of surprising. I feel like we've just kind of written off Devers.
We have, bro. It feels like those the Red Sox colors went off him, his powers went away, but he was still good last year.
Dude, yeah, he was.
He 29 batted value, 35 bombs, 851 OPS.
And here's, dude, he actually, so the OPS dipped a little bit.
He was better 25 compared to the rest of the league than he was in 24.
Yeah, but like, so here it is. He had a 905 OPS in 73 games in Boston. The OPS went down to 807 in San Fran. He actually hit more home runs. He had 15 in Boston, 20 in San Fran. But the average and the on pace and the on base percentage really dipped. But like, dude, this was a guy that was consistently 850 plus OPS, a 30 home run hitter, basically on average from 2019 on.
I mean, dude, he was kind of an alien a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't know why we've all of a sudden like he's not being thought of as he's only 29 years old. Like, am I crazy? I think there's some I think there's some juice there.
Some juice there. I do wonder him being jerked around a lot, how that's going to affect things.
Yeah,
he's not going to play first every day.
Mm-hmm. Which again, we'll see, and maybe that's no fucking Shohei won MVP as a DH.
Dude, I'm gonna put Cam Schlittler Cy Young.
Okay, yeah, let's go down to pitchers, dude. I think where's Cam's odds?
I don't know, but he had a crazy ERA.
Dog plus 5,500. Woo,
dude! Like literally ERA under 1 this spring.
Yeah. And I'm going to sprinkle on Gavin too. We'll take both our guys because Gavin at plus 3,500. If he can, kind of build off how he finished the year last year, it's hard not to love where he's at, dude. But I mean, there's so many good pitchers in the AL, dude. There's a lot of good young guys.
Bro, I'm putting $20 on Cam Schlittler.
Dude, it's funny. You've got Brian Wu, Logan Garrett, George Kirby, all in the top 10. Like I just love that rotation, dude.
And I have $7 left, and I'm putting it all on one person
for Cy Young.
Yeah. Will Warren.
Dog, you're fried.
Wait, no. We're gonna put it all on Jacob deGrom.
All right, now we're talking. As long as he can stay fucking healthy.
If he's healthy, he wins it.
Yeah, I agree.
He pitched 170 innings last year, just so you know.
Yeah, I absolutely think that's possible. NL Cy Young, aside from Skeens, dude, because I think he's a fucking shoo-in to win it.
Skeens has got it.
I don't know who's gonna come close at this point. Yamamoto probably is the best shot. Freddie Peralta, you actually think Freddie's due for regression, right? You're not high on Freddie this year.
He's absolutely due for regression.
And I love Freddie. Is that being you said that's the Mets hater in you?
No, pre-Mets.
Oh, pre-Mets.
Right.
Are you sprinkling on Miz plus 3,000?
No, I took his evil twin, Cam Schiller.
There you go. Yeah, I think Freddie is. I would sprinkle on Freddie just because I love his strikeout stuff, and I think that plays really well. Yuri Perez, that's a guy you've been high on this spring. He's also at plus 3,000. Same with Chase Burns.
He's a health case. I wouldn't touch Chase Burns.
Oh no, I'm not touching anyone from the Reds right now with the way their rotation is made of glass. Honestly, how is Nick Lodolo still at plus 5,000?
I don't know. Those blisters never work out well for guys that are like that. It just never works out for guys that are breaking ball throwers.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one. If your real donation, Roki Sasaki plus 15,000.
Can we talk about that? Roki Sasaki made the starting rotation, dude. I think he's horrible.
Fucking, it's not even a question at this point.
Dude, there used to be a debate when him and Skeens were both like on the way up about who's the best young pitcher in the world, and Sasaki at one point was pitching 103. I mean, there was a point in MPB, dog. He pitched a perfect game with 19 strikeouts. Broke Shohei's record. Yeah. You know what he did the next outing? 8 perfect frames with, I think, 18 strikeouts. He then had the lat injury, but only missed like 6 weeks. Came back. Velo's never been the same. And people thought that, like he just came back, whatever. But I think mechanically, whatever he did to rush back, I think that's what, because there's no reason he was sitting 101 in Japan and now sitting 96 in the U.S.
Dog, and it's not just that. He can't throw a fucking strike.
Dude, oh my God. Remember last year when I said that he's just Tristan McKenzie, but Japanese?
Mm-hmm.
The prophecy. The prophecy literally is fulfilling itself right before our very eyes.
Velo drops, no control of the zone.
Dog, did you see his last start of spring training?
What, he gave up, I think
8 walks, 2 hit by pitches, 3 innings.
And what, 4 or 6 earned runs, I think?
Yes, it was a yes hitter. He finished spring with an ERA over a dozen. And they have to start him.
They have to, because what, Snell is starting.
Mm-hmm.
Snell is out, and I guess they don't trust anyone else in their system right now. But, dude, once Snell comes back, he's got to be – now, here's the thing. Do you send him down to AAA, try to figure it out, or do you just put him in the bullpen?
I mean, they sent him down to AAA a year ago, but if you send him down to the bullpen in back-to-back years, it's over, dog. You are now a pen arm. And the issue is, like, even in the pen, like, it's not like he can't just throw 1 pitch for strikes. He only throws 2 pitches.
And he can't throw either.
And he can't throw either for a strike. And he needs, like, even if the fastball's not generating swings and misses, it's okay. Because if he threw it for a strike, that splitter is ridiculous. But he can't throw either for a strike. And he's hitting batters now.
Yeah, dude, it's a bad deal. He had the start against Cleveland where he couldn't find the zone, walked the bases loaded, and Manzardo just took him oppo taco, the only pitch that he threw over the zone. And at that point, you're just sitting dead middle on him because he just needs to get something over.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you see it, let's talk. And I'm excited, dude, because I hope we do a show right before that game. Sasaki's going to face the Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I have the louder home run. First one of the game.
Oh, I'd fucking love that. Take him
I'm
and
just
Manzo,
saying,
dude.
dude. Pitchers who throw fastballs that don't explode versus hitters who have quick hands and are pulling 98-mile-per-hour fastballs into the seats. That's going to sound like a gunshot.
Yeah, wait, speaking of that, I'll throw this up. The first 6 projected starters the Guards face. It's fucking I already saw the tweet. It was like, just putting us out there, when the Guardians start 2-5, remember to not feel like the world's ending, because you're going against the 4 Mariners starters, Kirby, or whatever order, Gilbert, Kirby, Castillo, and Wu. And then you're going to face the 4 for LA right now is it's not Glass. Dude, it might be Glass, actually.
No, I think you're actually going to you're catching Roki in that first 6.
Well, no, we are, but well, it's those 4 against Seattle to open up, and then it's 3 against LA. And
yeah,
I believe we're gonna get Yamamoto on the finale of that series.
Yeah, but the first one is Sasaki.
Okay, so you're right. The first one's gonna be Sasaki. Oh yeah, then Shohei, and then Yamamoto.
Shohei Yamamoto. That is absurd.
6 of the
You're
7
fucking taste of Japan, dude.
Oh yeah, but you're talking about 6 perennial aces that you're going to face in the first 7 games. So, I mean, I'll say this right now to Cleveland fans: don't panic if the Cards start 2-5. Hell, don't panic if they start 1-6.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. All right, maybe I'll panic if they start 1-6. But it's like it's a brutal
season,
stretch.
bro. Like we watched the first week of the Brewers a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Literally, the Brewers looked like the worst team in baseball to start the season, and then ended up having the best record in the NL.
Yeah.
It's a long season. So I will say that as a, kind of warning to Guardians fans, like, hey, shit might get ugly off the rip. But hey, but honestly, on the contrary, if the Guards come out looking good and the offense is doing its thing.
All I care about is the louder Rookie of the Year, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Do you
want to do division? Yeah.
Yeah. Look at us. All right, I'll start. AL East. Who you got?
I'm going to do it, dude. I'm going to do it. Give me Baltimore.
Oh,
this is the year it finally happens.
That is actually insane. I think Toronto's the favorite. Obviously, I'm going with New York.
I kind of figured that was good. Give me you want to do full division breakdown, or you just want to do division?
I mean, we can do full division breakdown. Orioles are a lot better. They have bats. It's going to be about, can their pitching hold up? And they've got some injury-prone pitchers, but I like the Orioles. They probably made the biggest splash in the division. Period. Boston, I like the rotation a lot.
Yep.
It's young. I like Early. I like Tolley. I think both those guys are capable of going 150 innings this year and putting up good enough stuff.
Same. I think they're going to be good enough. And I think it's really going to come down to those young guys offensively, right? Obviously, Roman Anthony has all the pressure in the world on him, which is kind of wild.
And then really good.
Yeah. You hope that Caleb Durbin isn't a candidate for regression, which I think he might be, but he's playing in a hitter's park. So I feel like he might be all right there. And then Marcelo Meyer, the other young guy that's going to break camp with the team. A lot of it will kind of fall on his shoulders too. I like Boston, but I probably have them 4th, I think, in the division this year.
My hot take is that either Early or Tolley finishes the year as their second best pitcher.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
right now the rotation is Crochet, Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, Brian Bayo.
Yeah. Listen, Sonny Gray is 36 years old. I go back and forth with Ranger, dude. He's kind of an anomaly to me because he's not. I value strikeouts a lot with my pitchers, and he's not a big strikeout guy. So I don't know. I think a good addition. He's a good 3 or 4, but I don't know. I think for this division, I'm going Baltimore 1. I think this is the year they finally live up to expectations. They added the bats, and I think they added enough pitching. I think Shane Baz is a good starter.
Breakout candidate, dude.
Yeah, breakout candidate. Bradish is kind of been there for a little bit, hasn't fully put it together. And then Rogers, like those 3, I think can do enough that with their offense, they should win. I'm going Yankees 2nd. I'm going Toronto 3rd. I think Toronto maybe is going to have a little bit of a World Series hangover. I'm going Boston 4th.
Savage out to start the year.
He said he's
That
out to start the
shoulder's
year.
gonna linger, dude, because that throwing motion, to me at least.
Yeah, Bieber's also out to start the year.
Yeah.
They're kind of relying on Scherzer
And Cease.
and Cease to be those two workhorses. So I think Toronto's third. I'm going to go Boston fourth and Tampa Bay fifth.
Yeah, so they're gonna have Gosman. So right now, this is
Oh, I forgot about Gosman.
Yeah, Gosman, Cease, and then Bieber is on the IL, and so is Savage, and then Cody Ponce is their next up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Tampa, do you have any thoughts on Tampa?
I don't know. I'm not high on them. I think that division, first of all, is too tough. They've got
Taylor Simpson hit one out of the park.
Yeah. How many can you bet on his over home run total this year?
It's probably over 1.
It's 1.5.
Yeah.
That's what it was for Miles Straw a couple years ago. That's the kind of territory we're in.
Literally hilarious. The Central.
You know me. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, dude.
Yeah.
We're going back to back. Fuck it. We're going 3 straight. What do you mean? What do I mean back to back? We're going 3 straight. Give me the Tribe to win. I think we're going to see the best Tribe offense that we've seen in some time. And I think that coupled with hopefully a level up from Gavin Williams, Parker Messick, and potentially Joey Cantillo is a sleeper candidate in this rotation. I'm biased, but I have us winning. I have Kansas City finished second. I was just off on this a year ago, but I truly believe that they're the second best team. And I think Detroit is another candidate for regression. I'm taking Detroit to finish third. Give me Minnesota fourth and Chicago fifth.
I have the Guardians finishing third.
Boo.
I have Kansas City finishing first.
All right, we're aligned there at least.
I like the rotation a lot. I actually, honestly, the Guardians will probably finish second because I don't like until they do it. They just have to do it to the top. Like I can't explain the whole Tigers.
I mean, funny enough though, they did do it in the playoffs when it mattered. But
yeah, and also but Reagan's Waka Lugo, Bubich,
dude, their rotation is nice and their lineup, dude.
Just so you know,
dog, we're talking about the top 6 of their order. Yeah, Michael Garcia, super underrated player in the league.
Michael Garcia is the top 5 third baseman. Bobby Witt's the top shortstop. Vinny P is a top 5 to top 10 first baseman. Salvi can hit. Yeah, and Caglione. I'm in on Cags this year, dude.
Yeah. I am too. And shit, dude, Jonathan India, still a solid player.
Yeah,
he's getting up there in age. Yeah, he did. Dog, I thought we were going to see a brawl after that shit last year.
Dude, that was the only 4-seamer he threw all year.
Yeah. He was gambling, dude.
I don't think it was on purpose. I just think he just
Hey, we don't know. He might have had first pitch ball, dude, and he fucking drilled. He said, "Fuck spiking one. I'm gonna hit this motherfucker."
But it's like Jonathan India is just what a crazy stray for him to catch.
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
What about the West?
The West to me is the most jumbled, except for I think
the Mariners win the West. Yes. I have the Rangers though finishing second, but I think go a slew of ways in the West.
I think it's Seattle, and then it's kind of those 4 teams. Or sorry, I'd say it's Seattle 1 and it's LA 5. I'm really torn with what to do with those middle 3 teams. I think gun to my head right now, I'm going to take Texas to finish second. I'm going to take Houston to finish third, and then the A's to finish fourth. As much as I love the A's offense, they don't have the pitching.
I agree. And if Texas wants to win it, they need health in the pitchers because that front 4, if healthy, is a good 4. DeGrom, Evaldi, Gore, Leiter. I think that would play. And not that I'm super high on Gore, but Gore's a strikeout monster. You can get out to a sizable lead in the division. I like Texas. Now, I don't think that they'll win the division. Because I mean, Seattle's bats are outrageous, dude.
Seattle's their lineup and their rotation are both top 5 in the sport, arguably. To me, it comes out like you said, they're Texas's rotation, and then I think their bats need to take a level up from last year. Their bats were could never click at the same time last year, and so that's where I think they can maybe sneak into a wild card spot. I like them probably to finish second ahead of Houston and the A's, but the offense scares me a bit.
Yeah. The National League East, I have Phillies.
I have Philly as well.
That obviously Washington does not win it, the Braves IL is better than their actual rotation at this point. They've lost about everybody, and Jurickson Profar did PEDs for a second time. I love Acuna. I just don't think that that's enough. I think Miami likely is a year away. And I trust the Phillies. And honestly, like I know a lot of people are not as high on the Phillies rotation as I am, but if they get like 3.8 ERA out of Painter, who has not pitched in forever, I think that they could end up having a decent enough rotation. Now, obviously, Wheeler starting the year on the IL isn't great, but Christopher Sanchez is probably a top 5 pitcher in the entire sport.
Yep.
Jesus Luzardo, I really like. Nola,
Aaron Nola's the question mark, dude, because he was so bad last year.
he was
And
horrible.
is that just all right, he's reached his peak, now it's going to be downhill from here on out, or is he a candidate to kind of figure it out and bounce back? Because that's going to be what kind of makes or breaks their rotation to me.
Well, if he's not good, they will promote Painter and let Painter go do it.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
give it a whirl because he's got nasty stuff. He
Well,
just
is Painter starting the year in the rotation because Wheeler's out?
I think he may get like 2 spot starts.
Yeah. But you're right, dude. If Nola's struggling off the bat, it's going to be hard to keep him up there with if Painter's presumably tearing it up in AAA.
None of us picked the Mets.
Yeah, I have the Mets finishing second.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't love the lineup without Pete, and I think Lindor also coming off the hamate surgery is a big deal. I think they're going to do
Luis Robert though. If they hit him in front of Soto, that just would be interesting.
It would be, dude, and he's another player for me that's like, how much was he how miserable was he in Chicago?
I just keep thinking about Andrew Vaughn, dude.
Literally, dude, same type of thing. Now Vaughn, yeah, really, like Vaughn was really bad towards the end of it in Chicago. Roberts always had the skill set.
Yeah, and like if you hit him in front of Soto, he's gonna see a lot of strikes. He's got big pop, like long fly.
Yeah, dude. Trust me, I want the Mets to do well, but I think I have them finishing second. I got Miami finishing third because I really like their lineup. And then Atlanta's, like you said, their IL is just better than their actual lineup. So I can't put them higher than fourth.
Like those two guys going on IL, and Strider, it feels like it's over. Like it feels like it's over to me because of how because he does his ramp up. And then as soon as he goes to throw hard, it's like, oh, you should never be throwing this hard anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, dude. It's frustrating because I think he's super fun to watch. And he just, I like guys that are like kind of built with his, like we talked about, the thick pitchers, right? Like, yeah, exactly. But you're right, dude. He's becoming the next one of the can't stay healthies. For the Central, who do you like? Are you going Milwaukee back to back?
I am going Milwaukee.
Okay.
But it was close because I like the Cubs a decent amount. But the team that I think about every night before I go to bed, I think they're going to challenge for a wild card spot. I think we're going to get a case.
I know where you're going.
Where they're 4 games back with 2 months left, and Skeens does the CC Sabathia, get on my back. I'll take us there. I like the Pirates rotation a lot. I swear I do. Now, they're not going to be able to play defense, but they're going to have 3 guys in that starting 5 that are strikeout machines. Skeens is obviously going to be a strikeout monster. Bubba Chandler, strikeout monster. I'm very high on Braxton Ashcraft. And when they get Jared Jones back, because they will, you're looking at Skeens, Keller, Chandler, Braxton, Jared. It's
a scary 5. It's just, I don't know
how many runs they're going to score. Look, just O'Neal Cruz, zone contact rate this spring, 88%.
That's huge. That's huge for them because you need him. You need consistency out of him.
Him, Ryan O'Hearn, Spencer Horwitz. Ew, that felt gross to say. Marcelo Zuna. Go do it.
It's a lot of all or nothing guys, which is my concern. The only really
they just need one big inning a game with this rotation.
Yeah. It's tough, dude. I want to believe, but I just don't think it'll be this year.
I'm
To
in on
me,
the Buccos, dude.
all right. So do you have them second in the division?
Fuck no, I have them third.
Okay, so you're going Milwaukee, Chicago,
Yeah, I like
Pittsburgh.
Chicago a good amount.
Okay.
See, hey, here we go. Rod's mad, but I said what I said. I like the Pirates more than I like the Reds this year. I swear I do. Right?
I
Both have
like
suspect
Cincinnati
bats, but
more.
what rotation do you trust better? I know that you're a Tito guy. Like I get it, but like we're talking about ball. Like
No,
whose
listen,
rotation do you like more?
when fully healthy.
Just right now, because we don't know what Hunter Green's gonna look like when he comes back from that elbow joint.
Right now, I like Pittsburgh's rotation.
Even
But
wait. Even when healthy, what rotation do you like more?
Cincinnati's.
No way. Okay,
Absolutely.
actually, that's fair. The issue
Yeah.
is all of them being healthy is like hitting a fucking huge parlay. Because somebody's are always beat up.
Yeah, one leg is gonna fuck you. Or in
That's
this
what I'm
case, one
saying.
arm is gonna fuck you.
And look, the Pirates at least acknowledge that their Cruz isn't a shortstop, so they said get to the outfield.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the Reds to follow suit.
Yeah. To me, I like the Reds offense a little more, but I also think that it's very feast or famine, similar to Pittsburgh. To me, it's a two-horse race in the Central. It's Milwaukee and Chicago.
Yeah, it is.
And I think I'll probably agree with you. I think Milwaukee gets the edge here over Chicago, just from a starting rotation standpoint. I know they lost Peralta, but you get Miz, you got Woodruff. I think those two are going to be monsters in that rotation. I like their offense too. They're kind of just well-rounded. They have the most well-rounded offense. They're built similar to Cleveland, so I tend to vibe with that a bit too. And then the Cubs just provide a little more damage to me offensively than those other two teams. I've got Cincy finishing third. Now, would I be surprised if Tito has this team competing for a wild card spot late in September again? Absolutely not. It's what Tito does.
Mhm.
And again, if they can get the rotation healthy, I truly believe that the Cincinnati team can compete for the division. I just at this point, I just can't even trust that that's going to be a thing.
So you have Reds over Pirates?
I have Reds over Pirates, and then I have Pirates over Cardinals. Yeah,
I got Pirates over Reds. So we'll see.
We'll see.
The West.
And then the West. I mean, Dodgers are winning it. Let's not beat around the bush there.
Yeah, Dodgers are winning it. I hope the Padres make it fun.
Yeah, I hope the Padres make it fun too. And then it's probably going to be I guess I'll probably go Giants third, Diamondback. No, probably Diamondbacks third, Giants fourth, and then Rockies fifth.
There you have it.
Probably where I'm at. But dog, that's all I really got for today. Is there anything else you wanted to hit?
No, just fantasy sleepers that you have.
Let me pull up my rosters real quick. I have in my one league, I've got Bazana and Connor Griffin just stashed away for that.
Yeah.
I mean, for Griffin, it might be in 2 weeks. For Bazana, it's going to be in June. But let me just see who else that I have on my roster here. Dude, I'm trying to think, dude. I have Marcelo Meyer, so I'm kind of hoping that Jacob Marcy, dude. He was on a tear to end the year for Miami last year. I'm really high on him. I have him in my one league. And then I have Weatherholt. I'm buying in the stock I know St. Louis is going to be bad, but I hope he can be a kind of a pleasant surprise. Those are like the two hitters that I feel like I'm taking shots on there. Pitching wise, yeah.
So pitching wise, my starting rotation is Cabrera, Chandler, DeGrom, Warren, Weathers, and Sanchez is my crew.
I've got Baz.
I'm thinking about early. Like I'm thinking early. If Weathers is bad, early's going to be who I go to first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about Durbin because right now Ketel Marte is day to day.
Yeah, I do have Durbin in one league.
Dude, big Durb. I'm a big Durb guy, dude. I'll never say it during the year. I fucking love Caleb Durbin. It's my guy, man.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna. I'm interested to see the first time we get the Boston New York series. Just what he does in that series and how that
plays well, it will send Yankee Twitter into a tizzy because when they were picking shortstops, they picked Volpe over him.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Durbin go 3 for 4 and Volpe have 4 strikeouts and 2 errors in the field.
Dude, he's gonna hit so many just hard line drives off the monster too.
Dude, he's gonna. I wish there was a how many doubles can you bet, because he's a candidate to hit 40 doubles, dude. He just puts it in the air off that monster. He's getting 2.
Bro, and he's fast, dude. I love him, bro. Shout out Z, man. Fuck, I love Caleb Durbin. Fuck. I love Caleb Durbin, dude. And guess what, dude? Caleb Durbin went out there and then ended up with the Red Sox. And guess what the Yankees got returned? Fucking nothing. A terrible relief pitcher who's now a Met.
Oh, that's crazy. That's going to go down as a loss for the Yankees in terms of trades, because it started with Nestor Cortez giving up 10 home runs in 1 inning.
Dude, literally, bro. Nestor Cortez, 3 pitches, went to fans before the catcher caught one.
Oh, a fucking absurd, dude.
Fucking sick to my fucking stomach, dude.
Dude, but hey, I'm excited, dude. We're finally here. Go enjoy your team tonight, man. I hope y'all lose, but I'm just
that's
enjoy
good.
your
That's
team.
an honest mate. An honest mate.
Yeah. But hey, is that all you got? Is that all we
Yeah, that's all I got, dude. I bet way too much today. I bet all 67 of my dollars. I have 55 cents left in the account.
Hey, this is dude, I love fucking placing futures bets. Me and my one buddy do a division winner parlay every year? Do you have that going too?
Tomorrow. Not that the odds will shift too much after one day. I'll probably put them together tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do later today. But hell yeah,
dude, that's an hour and 9 minutes. We're balling,
dude. We're so back,
so dialed, bro. I'm excited. Tap in with us, like, sub, drop a comment, all that fun shit, and we'll be back with you guys soon. Who knows when? If you hit the bell button, you'll never miss us.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'm Pat. I'm Chris.
Nope.
That's Pat.
There we go. Strike 3. We're out.